Obviously a massive week coming up in your season. How are you looking ahead to Shelbourne tomorrow?
I think we all know their strengths and weaknesses. I think they know ours. I think we're very familiar with each other over the recent games, but the Cup's different. The Cup playing at home is different. They go into Tulka, and it's something, we broke down the game from last week, and we know certain avenues that we have to do better. We were disappointed, obviously delighted to get back in the game first and foremost, but we were disappointed with the goal we give away. But tomorrow's a different occasion. It's a different game, and all week the boys they've trained brilliantly, and they've just left them there this morning, and the attitude and application they training today was outstanding. So we just look to bring that back into our form tomorrow. And I feel over recent weeks playing here at Dalymount, I think we've put on really good performances, scored plenty of goals, so we really look forward to the game.
You said after last week that you were particularly disappointed with how you had started the game and then of course let them in. Is there anything that you've been able to pick out of the last week as to why that might have been the case?
Listen, first and foremost, it's a very difficult game, it's a very difficult venue, and every team in the country has struggled to go there and win. So that's the first point. But secondly, we know what we're capable of doing. We know the levels that we bring on a daily basis, and when we drop below those levels, then we have to ask questions. And last week we dropped below our levels, and we hope they address that, and we hope they start really in a positive foot into the game. And this place is special when it's packed, and there'll be another huge crowd here, Dublin Derby, and we want to go and put a performance on that'll give us a chance to win the game.
I know the talk around here was certainly the Cup game of last year, obviously before your arrival here. How much, or if any, of that discussion has been brought up this week about what happened in Talca Park last year in the Cup?
Very little from our point of view, but we understand that our fans hurt. They were hurting last year. A lot of the players that was involved in that game were hurting, but it's a different mentality, it's a different group. In my opinion, we have to just solely focus on this performance. We can't afford to look back. We can't afford to look back days, never mind weeks, never mind months, never mind a year. So we have to address the game on its merits. We have to work to nullify their strengths, and we have to work on making sure that we perform to the levels that we're capable of performing to. And if we do that, we give ourselves the best possible opportunity. But I expect a very tight game. I expect two teams that are going to want to be in the hat for the next round of the Cup. There's a lot of big teams going out this weekend, and we have to make sure we're not one of them.
One of the words I've heard you say recently was consistency. Is there an issue week to week, or maybe issue is the wrong word, but week to week, is there sort of something that you have to address with the lads in training, or after matches with week by week with how maybe performances are going?
I think when you've had so many turnover of players and you're rebuilding, 14, 15 players went out at the end of last season. We've recruited very well. We've a lot of attacking options in our team, but there's no season. You only have to look at the league table. There's no season that's plain sailing for anyone. There's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, and it's how you deal with the lows, how you manage the highs, and just be more demanding of ourselves in each and every game, and to see where it takes us. So no, I'm absolutely delighted with the group that we have. I think there's huge potential. The age profile of our recruitment has been magnificent, and I think they were laying the foundations here for a very exciting couple of seasons. But we want to give the here and now a real bash. We want to be in the hat. We want to be better than what we have been over recent weeks. But there's certainly a lot of scope and a lot of potential to achieve that.
One of the players you have brought in this window is Danny Grant. A lot of relief on social media when that announcement was made. How is he looking, and sort of when are we getting sort of a sense of when we might see Danny?
Danny will be in the squad tomorrow. He's added to the panel. He'll be involved tomorrow. So Danny's come back in great condition. He's surprised a lot of people because he hasn't trained with a team in a few weeks, but he's been outstanding in training. But we also have Dylan Connolly, we've got James Akintunde, we've got Ali Coop, we've got Chris Twardek, we've a lot of Declan McDade, who's been outstanding as well for long periods of the season. So we've a lot of attacking options, and getting these people back, the likes of having Dylan back available, having Akintunde back available, John Afalabi. Hopefully it'll not be too long to get Dean Williams. So we've a lot of attacking options, and I think that's been right and evident right throughout the course of the season when we've made changes in games and finished games really strongly, that the freshness and the quality that we have on our bench can actually go and have a huge impact in the later stages of the game. And that's something that we talk about all the time. It's a squad game. We have a lot of quality, a lot of strength and depth, and we just have to make sure that we close off one end, they allow the attacking options that we have to go and penetrate on the other end.
And I suppose then finally for the fans wondering, have you identified many other potential incomings into Dalymount Park in this window?
Well, I think to be honest, our squad's a bit top heavy in terms of attackers and midfielders. We need a couple of defenders in. We've brought young Keane Byrne back from a loan spell in Longford, but we've also lost Drew Baker, Jay Ben, Grant Horton, who've been called up back with other clubs, so there is certainly room to improve defensively. But again, I'll say it again, it has to be the right people. I think last year it was 10 players came in the summer, and there's very few of them still here, so we have to make sure that the right player, the right person and the right character is what we're going after.